Welcome back to Animal Crossing New Horizons. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. We're going to continue decorating our island and hopefully providing you all with some wonderful design ideas to spice up your own island and hopefully get it to 5 stars or just make it the most beautiful island possible. In the last episode, we created this kind of central water fountain area using these hedges. And I mentioned that I wanted to kind of create this into like a hedge maze / art gallery and museum area. And I think that's perfect because we do have the full-blown museum over here, and we've got a lot of space, and I kind of left it open in certain spots so that way I could merge it into something else. And I think having the art gallery would be perfect to kind of spice this up. Now, not only are we going to do that, but we're going to grow rocks. We're going to make a rock garden area inside of here that we can place the artwork throughout as well. And so I'm going to be showing you how to move your rocks into a specific place. It's really straightforward, but kind of incredibly time-consuming at the same time. So I've been letting my flowers and weeds just grow pretty much willy-nilly. And some of you may have been wondering why I've been kind of letting my island become a mess. And that's because we need to actually cover our entire island to be able to move the rocks where we want. So we're going to be going over that process today. So hopefully you guys enjoy it so you can make your own beautiful rock gardens. But there is a couple different ways you can do this. You can drop stuff and plant weeds all over your entire island if you want. Or you can use custom designs and place those all around your island as well. Let's just place corgi butt for now because I feel like it. And since nothing can grow on your designs, this is one way of filling in your island if you really want to. So you could get some nifty designs to place on the grass, and that's actually what we're going to do today, is we're going to be using designs to kind of fill in these grass areas so we don't have to keep opening our inventory and planting weeds. In some places we're going to be planting weeds too, but anyways, first and foremost, we need to kind of design the area where we want our rock garden to be. So we're going to be creating a rock garden. I also want to have like a little dig site that has bones and stuff in it to kind of make it look like you're actually excavating stuff for your museum in a certain spot. And then we're going to revamp our campsite area. So we're going to be doing 3 design tips today. I do hope you all enjoyed. If you do and you want to see more like this, make sure to slap that like button, show the video some love. And let's go ahead and get started. I got a lot of work to do. Actually, I'm just going to use weeds. I had way more weeds in my inventory than I anticipated. So pretty much what we need to do is fill any empty spot with a weed or drop something there. Pretty much whatever you have, you need to fill up every potential growing spot on your island with something. And then we're going to have to break all of our rocks around our island. You can do this one day at a time as well. You don't have to actually like break all 6 at once. If you're needing to farm up rocks, then just break 1 a day because you can only regrow 1 rock per day anyways. So that's a way to keep all of your rocks on your island and then slowly grow them in the spots that you want. We definitely need to get rid of this rock, and then we're going to get rid of all of the rest as well because we have tons of resources already. Well, it took about 2 hours and, I don't know, 500 weeds, I think, somewhere around there to fill up my entire island with this. I mean, it's not too bad, honestly, especially for the time... Oh my god, I missed a spot. We're not done yet, ladies and gentlemen. Thank god I still got some weeds. But regardless... I'll fill this in a second. But I did decide kind of how I want to make this. So we've got this going up through here. I'm going to put a hedgerow here, or maybe even bushes. Probably bushes, maybe some shrubs. And then I'll have another path here that goes into the campsite, and that'll be the way you get into the campsite. You can get there, and then maybe down here as well. And then we're going to have a ramp that goes up onto this level. And I'm going to have an elevated rock shrine area. So I'm going to try and decorate it kind of like a shrine. I'm debating still whether or not I want to use shrubberies, but I do think I'm going to put Stonehenge up there. Actually, I have a really good idea that was provided to me by May. I went and did a little updated tour of her island. And I haven't recorded the video yet. And I don't know if that video is going to come out before this one, but she had this on there. And I'm like, well, I'm building one of those already. And this idea is honestly beautiful. So I think I might actually utilize some kind of style like this on our build, if not completely replicated, because it is so beautiful. Now, if you don't know who May is, she's the one that had the wedding area, our most popular island tour, and I'm doing an updated, like, where is she now kind of video. And I gotta say, some of the stuff she's added since that tour absolutely amazing. I can't wait for you all to see it. So we just got done streaming, and I was mentioning that we need the full gold armor set. And we got access to come to somebody's island who's got Kid actually crafting up the golden armor, which is super cool. So we're going to have the golden helmet and the golden chest armor piece, which I think is pretty cool. Oh, I've never actually seen Kid's house before. Kind of super nice in here. Let's see here. Welcome to bed night. Just kidding, I don't move that long. What? I just want the golden armor, Kid. I know a lot of people were super mad when I left him behind, too. So sweet, we just got the golden armor DIY from Kid, which means we can actually go back and craft it now and look all pretty. Ooh, well that's fancy. We also got the golden dishes here, but I do want to get this crafted up all nice. Oh my god, we just have just enough golden nuggets. So thank you to Brennan for letting us go to your island and learn this wonderful recipe and use up every last bit of golden nuggets that we had. And let's see what the full set looks like. Is this going to be our new style? I don't know. Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be up to you. Should we wear this all the time? I kind of like my outfit more, I think. Is there golden boots? I wonder? I don't know. At least that hides up my stung up face from getting stung by wasps, so that's nice. Well, it took 3 days, but we're finally ready to move on to the next phase of building this rock garden, which I'm going to show off here in a second, but Octavian here wants to leave. So I've decided that we're going to do a new thing when villagers decide to want to go, and that thing is going to be locking them in our karaoke area and making them sing until they love us again. Oh, snap! He's playing the guitar! You go, Octavian. See, this is the best way to make your villagers love you again. Just lock them up with some instruments and just creepily watch them for hours. You're not leaving until you sing, Octavian. Octavian trying to look hard like he doesn't want to sing. We all know he does. Starting to think he doesn't like singing, but he does play the guitar to any song that's played for him, so I feel like we can let him get away with this time. He is serenading me with a guitar, after all. Oh snap, we finally found Octavian's jam. We all knew he was a softie at heart. Look at him dance. Well, it took a couple days, about 700 weeds and part of my soul to move all of these rocks here, but I am really happy with it. I do have a couple different designs that I'm trying to figure out what I like most in this particular area. We've got this lavender stuff here, and I'll leave a link to this in the description. I do not think I want that there, but we do have another like flat one that we could use, like these flowers here. Might be nice to kind of mix those in and amongst. I feel like that's a little bit less aggressive and might look a little bit better. Now, the reason we're using these designs is because I wanted this to look natural. You could use pathing if you wanted to, but basically you're just going to leave one square open in the middle, and that is where your rocks are going to spawn. Now, make sure you don't put any large structures or cliffs near these when you're trying to spawn them. Make sure there's only like weeds and stuff around them, because I did find out that it causes issues with spawning the rocks in. So just make sure you're just using your designs and nothing else, and it should really help getting all of the rocks into this nice little spot. I think I like these a little bit more. I'm not 100% sure. I might use the blue when it becomes like winter probably, but I do want to mess around with actually getting this decorated the way we wanted. The whoa. Yeah, you heard me. The whoa. That's what we're doing today. I believe we should be able to put an archway over this. Now, we could obviously pick up all of these weeds, but I think I'm going to leave them for forever now. Actually, I don't know if this is going to place right where I wanted it to. I hate placing stuff sometimes. You know what? I think I put these in the wrong spots. That might not be we might have to do something other than what I planted. I do want to put, however, Stonehenge right down here, which I think is going to look good. I guess what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get things placed, and then I'll show you what it looks like. Oh my god, these tall garden rocks are 60 stone apiece. So I started setting this up with a lot of these arches, and I do think it looks good. I really wish I could get the arch over this, but unfortunately the arch isn't big enough to actually fit over these. Hopefully that's something they change in the future. I would absolutely love to see that change. I have no idea if it ever will, but we do have a couple other things that I'd like to place in here. Obviously we need to get the weeds all nice and tall and grown. It's going to look really, really good when that happens. We got these stone tablets too, though, which I think might look kind of decent up here. And then if we can place the stone tablets in such a way that we can grow some weeds around them, I think it's going to look even better. So let's see if we can actually get it around on the other side. I'm thinking if maybe we pull it just a tad this way, we can plant weeds here and then weeds here. And then those will be able to grow into larger weeds at some point. We're going to pick that up and that up maybe. I could honestly just leave here, or leave weeds here. Why is that like a tongue twister? And just kind of let this part completely overgrow, I suppose. That might look pretty good. Yeah, I like the idea of that. And then up here, I'm going to put more of these stone henges and maybe some like the tall garden rocks and stuff. Yeah, I am really, really happy with the way this came out. What I would like to do is, as we acquire some of the art statues, I'm going to replace these stone tablets with them, I think. And maybe even the tall garden rocks with some of the statues that we're going to end up getting. And the nice thing about this rock garden is you can get 8 rocks from each thing, or 8 items from each rock. Because all you got to do is just use the other rocks as your little bouncing point. And wham bam, thank you ma'am, easy peasy lemon squeezy. We got ourselves the perfect rock farming rock garden. Absolutely amazing. You've got a ton of points that you can use to kind of bounce yourself off of. Like you can use these archways, you can use other rocks. It's a really good method for having all of your rocks in one place and being able to get every single item out of the rock. It really doesn't get much better, although it does take a lot of time to make. This is a commitment right here to make this kind of thing. So our next little project is going to be the kind of dig sites, and this creator code here from Cat has these dinosaur bones that you can use to kind of make this happen. Also, some really nice looking garden rocks and foliage stall stuff. Actually, a lot of really good stuff in here. Okay, but I'm going to probably take the majority of this dinosaur skull stuff and maybe some of the other things that we have in like in storage, and see if we can make a really nice dig site area. So the unfortunate thing about the cliff tool is you can't just dig straight down. But thankfully we're close to the cliff's edge, which allows us to kind of start making this area. What I want to do is have this dig site spot like right in here. Oh, you can't go that close to the cliffside. So what I'm probably going to do there is put down hedges, I suppose, because we should be able to put hedges up there. We'll do like a hedgerow, maybe even a flower row, or even just completely fence it in with rope fencing. We don't need it super duper big, but I think we can at least make it look nice. I think like a 3x7 area is going to be good. So I've got a couple different things I want to test down here. First of all, we've got this skeleton, which if we paint down here, I think it's going to look really good. So we're going to use the skull and a couple of these spines. We can go out, because we only need a 3x for this. I think we're just going to use the skull and the spines and not the tail, because there's something I want to put in the back. And then we're going to use the rib, like the rib bones as well. We'll fill that up like so. And then we'll go with this side. And I think this is going to look really good down here. We'll do that. And in this corner, I want to place the Australopith skull. Maybe we can push it. Can we push it into the corner a little bit? That's better. And then on this corner, I wanna, you know what? I don't know if I brought a lantern, but I did not bring a bench. What we're gonna do, something a little fancy. We're gonna craft a, I think we're gonna use a stone stool, perhaps, for this. I think it would look good. A log stool would also work, obviously, but I've already got the stone on me for the stone stool. And then we're gonna put the lantern on top of the stone stool, just to give it like a little platform, I suppose. And then you can decorate the rest of the stuff down here whichever way you want. But I do think it's going to look really good. Now the question is, do we also want to like dirty up the top bit, I suppose? To make it look like it's been like dug out around the top as well? That's what I don't necessarily know what we're going to do yet. Let's turn on the light so that way it's on when it's, you know, dusk or whatever. And yeah. Now all we got to do is see, I kind of really want to put hedges here because that was like kind of the point of this. Maybe do hedges through here. Let's see how that looks. I've got 12 hedges and 13 rope fences. So if we do a little plopperooski like that, then there, here, we should be able to make this look halfway decent, I think. I don't know if the shrubbery fits, though, is the question. So I quite like this. I think the shrubs kind of like a little bit off, but the cool thing about it could be like, you know, they were building this area and they're like, oh, there's dinosaur bones here. So they kind of like dug around where the shrubs were and then found the dinosaur bones. It's just, I think it's pretty nifty. Although I do think I'm going to put dirt around the top bit. So this may certainly be one of the largest projects that we've taken on so far in Animal Crossing, and it's not nearly even the largest project that I have planned. The Southern Hemisphere Island, which we're going to be working on in the next episode, is going to be crazy. But I got some plots of land here that I want to be able to put Red's artwork. We're going to put all the fake artwork in here. So we're going to have the real stuff out in the museum, and we're going to have all the fake stuff through here, and I think it's going to look really nice. So I got to do some hedge work here. We might move Octavian's house unless we want to have him as like the museum curator or something like that. We got a lot of room through here for doing various other little builds here. So this is going to be a couple episodes to get this all done. But I do want to move some of the flowers in here. And then also, we need to figure out what to do with Red's trolley area. I feel like having another bridge come down and then having like some art displayed down here with access to the trolley area or trawler area will be really nice. We're definitely not going to be able to get that done in this episode, but I want to get this kind of built out now. So I know I wanted to get work done on the campsite, but I don't really know what I want to do with the campsite yet. I'm kind of feeling uninspired with it. I've seen quite a few really nice campsites during our island tours, but I'm really trying to figure some new stuff out. But I do really, really like the way this is coming out, especially once these weeds get fully grown. It's going to feel really nice up in that rock area. I got to plant some, or I got to basically pave this, pick up those rocks. Not pave it, but put the dirt paths through here. And then put some more plants and stuff. I don't know if there's any small artwork we could kind of sneak in here. But if there is, we'll probably do that. But definitely going to be working on Red's trawler area next. And probably a couple other things as well. But I do really hope that you all enjoyed today's episode. If you did, let me know what you thought in the comments below. Feel free to leave a like and make sure to subscribe for more content. We got lots and lots of fun stuff coming. Hopefully tons of new events. I want to be giving away like Nook Miles tickets to everybody soon too. So we're probably going to try and do some fun stuff with that. But anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.